Let's start with our warm-ups and let's do a little core work today. We haven't done that in a while. So spread your toes out, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders lined up. Get the core working. So bring those ribs in and up, shoulders back and down. Relax your arms. Take a moment, close your eyes and focus inward as you breathe, drawing in energy and awareness. Exhaling stress and tension. And just getting ready for an easy practice. Inhale, arms up at shoulder level, but shoulders down. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stretch out to the front and clasp your hands behind you. Press your fingers down and lift your heart. Stretch your head back. Feel that spine start opening. Exhale, pivot over and relax. Sitting bones up, head down. Move your chin. Get your neck releasing. Hands toward your head for those shoulders. And then bend your knees slightly and come back up with your chin in. And then lift your heart, dropping your shoulders, but don't lift your chin. Just keep stretching through the back of your neck along with the whole spine. Take a breath or two, and then come on up and release. Take a few breaths, feeling your body and that energy circulating through your spine. And again, arms at shoulder level, hands to your heart, stretch to the front, shoulders down. Clasp your hands the opposite way behind you as you press them toward the floor. And then pivot again, exhaling over. Take a breath or two once more, lifting your sitting bones and stretching your back. And then knees slightly bent, coming all the way up from the bottom of the spine, just stacking back into the upper body back bend. Keep those shoulders down. Stretch your head away. Inhale upright. Release your arms. And just take a moment feeling again your spine getting activated. Side stretches. Let's keep both arms out. Palms to the ceiling. Hands over your shoulders. And then clasp your hands and bring your arms next to your ears. Stretch up through your fingers and head. Lean to the side. No twist. And just deepen into that as much as you'd like, pushing the foot you're leaning away from down, keeping the hips and shoulders both facing forward. And then inhale to the top. Keep the shoulders down as you switch the other hand to the front. Arms by your ears again as you lean to the other side. And again, ribs opening, pushing the foot down and the hands away, letting that whole side lengthen. And then inhale back upright and take a moment and breathe. Feel your shoulders, let them relax. Spread the spine apart, getting ready for our twist. Arms up, palms toward the ceiling, hands over your shoulders. Clasping your elbows, bring your arms again next to your ears and stretch. Sitting bones down and crown high. Turn to one side in your twist and take a breath. Exhale, pivot over, and relax. Just take a few moments there. Keep the weight on both feet as much as you can, and then work your way up in the twist. And remember, as you get to the top, lift your heart, but don't overwork your low back, coming into a little back bend. Elbows back and down as you breathe. Inhale upright, exhale around to the center and switch your arms around. And again, stretch the spine apart, turn to the other side. Another breath in and exhale over. Take a moment and breathe. Just let your body relax. And again, feel that weight on both feet as evenly as you can as you come all the way back up. And again, upper body only, back bend at the top. Shoulders are down, elbows back. Take a few breaths, just relax. And then inhale upright, coming around to the center. Bring your arms up, but your shoulders down, extended mountain. Sink evenly into your feet, up through the crown. And then push your sitting bones back as you bend your knees right above your toes or behind, and come into your chair squat. Just as deeply as your knees want to go, keep your spine straight and your arms relaxing, shoulders away from your ears. And then fingers leading, come on back up and release into mountain pose. Shoulders back and down. And then focus on your ribs. Bring them forward and around and just circle the ribs. So you're starting to activate that midsection. And then stop and reverse and circle the ribs the other way. Keep your hips pretty much even as you're doing that, so you're really just working that core area. I know it's tricky. And then back into mountain pose. Hands together. Inhale them toward the ceiling and swan dive forward. Come up into your halfway up stretch with your hands under your knees on your shins. Elbows, knees, and spine straight, stretching it out. And then bend your knee, come all the way into our child pose floor transition. Hips back to your heels, hands palms up, forehead toward the floor. Take a breath, just relax. And let's inhale and sit up and bring the legs all the way to the end of the mat. Core active, press out through your heels, knees and toes up, sitting bones slightly behind you, shoulders right above your hips. We're using that core for support, so we're going to roll slowly to the floor. So bring your low back onto the floor, that sacrum area first, and then your shoulder blades, and then your shoulders as you come all the way down. Take a moment as you get there, just breathing and relaxing. Let your whole body soften, even your belly. And then push your sitting bones toward your heels, bend your knees, heels in right next to your sitting bones, knees straight up. And then we're pushing the back down. So feel that core contracting. And then inhale, bringing the ribs up and the sitting bones back, so that you're arching from your sitting bones up to your shoulder blades. And everything underneath is arching up from the floor. So it can be as gentle as you need or as maximizing as you need. Remember, keep those knees straight up. Don't let them spread apart. So just push the core down, feel the contraction, and then back into the arch. Press the back down and relax just to neutral. And then keeping that core pressing down slightly, bring your feet up off the floor. And then straighten your legs up toward the ceiling. Flex your heels. Take a moment there, just breathing. You can keep your hands next to you there, or you can bring them out to T position for a little more stability if you'd like. Try it both ways. Always a good idea to test your boundaries. And we're going to bring one heel down toward the floor and just let it hover slightly above. Push out through that heel and then slowly bring the leg back up. And then with the other leg, just slowly lowering it down, hovering it above the floor, pushing out through the heel, feeling that core supporting you, and bring it back up. And just slowly a couple of times, bring the leg down and hover, and then bring it up and do the other one. Just warming up that midsection a little bit. So you'll start building that fire in that core area, the chakra 3 in the chakra system of the yoga, where you energize and empower your body and your life. And then with both feet together, let's do it maybe once or twice. You may find the stability of the arms out to the side is a little bit easier. Either way, just bring the legs down, over, pushing out through the heels, and then raising both legs slowly back up. Oh, and let's just do that one once more time. Exhaling as you go down, just relaxing and pushing out, feeling the hover, and then coming back. And then you can either bend your knees and put your feet down or bring your legs back slowly down to the floor once more. Take a moment, just breathe, relaxing through that midsection, exhaling tension. And then bring your arms up overhead, palms toward the ceiling. And then bring them up over your shoulders, facing each other. And then using that core for support, lead with your heart. Bring your body up off the floor. And lift and reach for your toes. Oh my goodness, I must be out of shape. So take a moment there as you get seated and bring your legs out to the feet. The feet are hip width apart, pressing out through the heel, knees and toes up, sitting bones, of course, a little bit behind you. Or you can remember, elevate a little bit there with a cushion. And then bend your knees, bringing the heels in till your feet are flat on the floor. Knees straight up, hands palms up at your sides, and then lean back just slightly. So you feel that core working and supporting. Keep your spine straight, reaching out through your head. And lift one foot a little off the floor. And then you can bring it up even higher, or you can straighten it completely. If that hip flexor right at the top of your thigh feels like it's working hard, you can lower the leg. But keep spreading your toes, stretching out through the ball of the foot area. Keep the shoulders relaxing, spine straight, core working. If it's vibrating, that's okay. That just means it's working. If you need to put your foot down, you can do that. And then, okay, let's everybody put the foot down, sit up, take a break, or stay there if that works for your body. Take a breath, relax, and of course, palms up, shoulders back, stretch the spine out, and relax into your slightly angled position with that core working. Other foot up, a little or more, or straight. And again, raise it to whichever level is right for you. Remember, personal practice. So if down here with the legs straight or up here is fine. If you need it bent, that's okay. If you need it close to the floor, whatever works for your body. It's good. Take a breath. And when you're ready, lower that foot. And again, stay there or sit up and release a little bit. So yeah, we're going to do both feet together. So remember, do what's right for your body, only as far as you need to go. Again, palms up, leaning slightly back, working that core with your feet slightly up or more or straight. Or holding your toes and getting rid of that hip flexor work quite so much. The core is still keeping you in your balance. So shoulders away from your ears, pressing out through the heels or the balls of the feet. You can spread the feet apart and the arms apart if you want, or you can just keep holding on. You can keep holding on under your legs if that's more appropriate for you. Always doing what's right for your body wherever you are in your practice. And then lowering the legs, sitting back up and into staff position. Take a moment, relax that belly. Take a moment and breathe. And then again, we're going to bring the feet to the end of the mat, coming into our staff position first, and using the core to lower to the mat. And again, when you get down, just take a moment, relax everything through those hips, through the belly, and release any tension. And then either bending your knees, pressing your back down and bringing your feet up, or just pressing your back down and bringing the legs up straight. We're going to also bring the arms up this time. So feet are hip width apart, arms are hip width apart. And we're going to take the right hand and the left foot out and stretch them along the floor. And then we're going to bring those back up and take the left arm and the right leg down and hover them over the floor. And then bring them back up. So this one's called Dead Bug. And you're the bug dying there on the floor, just wiggling your arms and legs apart as you bring one down and then back up, and then the opposite. Feeling that core working as you do it. And just slowly, legs as straight as you can, arms as straight as you can, doing whatever is right for your body. Breathe with it. Exhale, tension. And then bringing both arms and legs down, hover above the floor, and release. And then bringing your hands back down to your sides. Take a moment, reclined integration once more. Just let the belly soften and sink. Breathe deep. Let the tension out. And then we're going to press the back gently down and lift the heart toward the ceiling. So you don't want a lot of stress and strain in your neck as you do that. If that's feeling like it's difficult for you, clasp your hands under the back of your head with your elbows out toward the side and let your head grow heavy and sink into your hands. So you're not working that neck area too much. You're lifting through the heart with that core supporting you as you're in that position. So it's not like your neck is holding you up. It's that core that's working, keeping you up. So the head is actually pushing back into your hands if you've got your head in your hands. You don't have to have your head in your hands if you don't feel it in your neck. But if you feel it in your neck today, just keep those hands there as you raise your head. Take a breath or two, and then exhale, body back down. Take a moment, soften and sink again. So we're going to raise the upper body, raising the heart toward the ceiling, using that core for the support. Again, head in your fingertips if your neck is bothering you. Hands next to your sides, palms up otherwise. And then we're going to raise the right foot and just push the foot away as you lift the heart toward the ceiling. And then lower the foot and your upper body. Take a moment, just breathe. Exhale any tension. Now we're going to raise the chest, keeping that neck not strained. So remember, fingertips if you need them, push the head into your hands. Otherwise, fingertips toward your feet. Push the back gently down and lift the left foot just slightly, pushing out through the ball of your foot area again. Take a breath. Stretch it out. Lift the heart. Exhale, lower the foot and the upper body. And again, take a moment and breathe, exhaling any tension. And of course, you know we're going to, do both together this time. So remember, personal practice, if that's already enough, keep your head in your hands, keep it lower toward the floor if you need to. Keep that heart lifting, that core activated for that upper body lift. So come on up with the upper body. Push those hands towards your feet unless they're behind your head, in which case push your head into your hands and lift both feet off the floor. Spread the toes, stretch it out. Feel that core working. Breathe into it. Feel the heat rising. Let the tension out if you can. And then lowering the feet and the upper body. Take a moment back in corpse position just to relax. Shoulders down, belly softening. Take a moment, just breathe tension out. And then we're going to bend the knees again toward your heels toward your hips, sitting bones toward your heels, back pressing gently down. Bring your hands this time behind your head, clasp your hands. Do the non-habitual clasp, switch those fingers over one position. Pushing your head into your hands, lift your heart. And we're going to bring the elbow across toward that opposite leg, opposite knee. Feel the stretch along the side. And then bring it back to starting position. Stay there, lifting your heart, head pushing into your hands. And bring the elbow across toward the opposite knee. And then back again to the center. And then lift your heart a little higher, head pushing into your hands. And exhale, head back to the mat. Shoulders down. Take a breath. And again, lift your heart, head pushing into your hands. Bring one elbow across to the opposite knee. And back to the center. Lifting your heart. Bring the opposite across towards your knee. Back to the center. Again, don't lower your head. And then lift your heart a little bit more. Push that head into your hands so you're not overworking your neck. Lifting with your heart, keeping that core working, supporting you up as much as it wants to. And then bringing your head down and releasing into horse position. Take a breath. Soften your belly. Let everything relax. We're bringing your hands to T position. And again, we're going to raise the legs up straight. So either press your sitting bones towards your heels, bend your knees, bring them in, lift your feet, and raise your legs up, or bring them from starting position straight up. Your choice. Once you get the feet up, press the heels toward the ceiling. And we're going to do the pendulum twist. So you'll probably want your palms toward the floor. Gives you a little bit more stability. And we're rolling the feet over toward one side. If that's feeling really stressful, bend your knees while you do it. And bring the feet all the way toward, but not to the floor as far as it wants to go. So this hip you're moving away from is going to come up. And then back to the center. Press the heels up. Everything as straight as you can. Shoulders on the floor. Palms down for stability. And bring the feet toward the opposite side. Again, you can keep the knees bent if that's working better for you. And again, back. And just once more to the first side. And up. And to the second side. Press out. And up. Remember that hip comes up that you're leaning away from. And then back to the center. And then exhale, lead with the heel, and slowly bring those feet back down to mat. And it's time for our twist. So keep your hands palms up this time at T position. Sitting bones toward your heels, back gently down, right leg coming up toward the ceiling. Flex your heel, straight as it wants to be. And we're rolling all the way to the left side. So come all the way to the left, foot to the floor, hands together in front of you. Remember, keep your head on the floor, not working your neck as you do that. Use a pillow if you need to for your leg or under your head. Take a breath. Hold your foot with your left hand if you can, otherwise hold the leg and extend that foot out. Bring the right hand to the ceiling above your shoulder, and right at shoulder level, let the back of your hand come toward the floor into the twist. Turn your head and look that direction for the neck twist. So the more you hold your foot and push it away, the more your low back is in a twist here. And the more your shoulder and arm come toward the floor, your middle back is in the twist. And the more your head looks behind you, your neck area twists. Do what's right for your body. Always personal practice. Take a breath. As you exhale, everything releases. If your hand was in the air, just let gravity bring it when it's ready closer toward the floor. You don't need to get to the floor for the full benefit of the twist. Just go as far as your body wants. And when you're ready to release, you just let go of your leg, roll onto your back, flex the heel, and again, using the core for support, lower the leg slowly to the floor. And again, when it gets down, just straighten things out if you need to. Relax your belly. Relax your shoulders. Hands palms up right at T position. As we get ready to twist to the other side. So again, pressing your back gently down, either bending your knee or keeping it straight. Bring that left leg up. Again, flexing the heels, feeling that leg stretch, feeling that core supporting you as you're in that position. Keep your head down as you roll to the right side. So the foot is coming down to the floor, your hands together in front of you on the floor. Holding with your right hand, keeping that left leg out straight and bringing the left hand to the ceiling. Take a moment and breathe and just lower that hand straight behind you toward the floor, feeling that chest open as your hand gets closer toward the floor. Look back for your neck twist. Exhale, push away with that heel on the left leg out in front of you. So if the hand doesn't get to the floor, that's okay. Just let it relax with gravity. Breathing, exhaling tension, and just allowing gravity to bring your hand lower when it's ready, but don't force it. Again, just maximize or minimize. Remember, personal practice always in your yoga. Breathe deep. Let everything release into the twist as much as it wants. And of course, hold your twist on your own longer, but for now, just let go of your foot, rolling onto your back, and heel flexed, core activated. Slowly bring that leg once more to the floor. Take a moment there, breathing. Bring your hands near you, palms up near your hips. Relax your shoulders down. Soften your belly. Turn your toes toward each other and then just relax your legs, your feet. Maybe circle your ankles. And relax completely. Turn your head just gently side to side. Release any tension in your neck or shoulders. Take a breath. And just let your body grow heavy, sinking deep into that earth surface beneath you. Feeling the earth support you. Let your body go. As you breathe and relax completely, just allow everything to release into that earth support. Soften your belly. Soften your mind. And let your body go. And as your body relaxes completely, allow thoughts of your body to release from your awareness. If you notice anything tight, just let it go. Growing heavier into that earth support with each breath. And as your mind releases your body, just allow any thoughts that come to your mind to release as well. Remember, it's the job of your mind to produce thoughts. It's your choice whether you pay attention to those thoughts. At this moment, there isn't any thought you need to be aware of. Just let it flow in and out without attention, floating away as easily as your breath. As your body relaxes and your mind releases, just take a few moments relaxing, releasing, and being peace. focusing only on that peace deep within. And if that relaxation is feeling really good today, just go ahead. Keep relaxing. And if it's time to get ready for the rest of your day, just begin drawing awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. As you breathe more deeply, just begin moving your body gently, however feels good for you today. And of course, whenever you're ready for your final yoga hug of appreciation, hitting bones toward your heels, heels toward your hips, back gently down as you draw your knees toward your heart. Wrap your arms around for that appreciative yoga hug. Your body know you appreciate its work in yoga today, the work your body does for you every day. And when you're ready to release, 1 feet to the floor, roll over to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for whatever's ahead in your world today. Thanks for joining me.